Well, very good morning to you all, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the whole team at Area Specialist Nexus, I'd like to thank you very much for joining us on this rainy Melbourne morning here for the auction at number 27, Tulip Cres in the lovely suburb of Boronia. To all of our bidders and buyers here today, I wish you all the very best with your bidding endeavours. My instructions to you are quite simple. That is to bid bold, bid aggressively, bid to your absolute maximum here today to give yourself every opportunity to be that lucky and successful buyer. I'm sure you're somewhere in the cold, rainy weather here today, so to you a slightly early congratulations on your wonderful purchase here. I'm sure you can't wait to take over and start making this your very own home or development project from here today. But of course, before we start, I would like to thank our vendors for not only entrusting myself to be the auctioneer, but also your listing agents here. You've got Ray just up on the hill there. You've also got Rishi and Yazzie as well if you have any questions or need any support with your bidding endeavours. So ladies and gentlemen, I will quickly cover the rules and regulations of an auction. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit the auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price as your auctioneer will be indicating bidders on a request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders from attempting to prevent others from bidding, and it will issue fines for misconduct. The rules do permit vendor bids. The words I will be using to indicate I'm placing a bid on behalf of our vendors is simply vendor bid. By law, only I as the auctioneer can place those vendor bids. Settlement terms for the purchase of the home is quite flexible to meet your needs. 30, 60, 90 days are all acceptable terms. If you've had any prior arranged terms and conditions discussed and our vendors have agreed to those terms, you're more than comfortable to be bidding on that basis. We're also quite flexible with the deposit as well. 5 or 10% deposit is acceptable for us also there, of course preferring the 10%. But otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, if there's no questions or concerns about any of those things there, let's talk about the opportunity that's on hand here today. Number 27, Tulip Cres in Boronia, and a very, very strong opportunity here, particularly for those who are looking to renovate the home, make it your very own, or develop the home itself. You've got a lot of opportunity here with a large block, 974 square meters of prime land. The home itself, very sturdy structure, 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, multiple car spacing opportunities here today, and also a very strong layout for you to make into the home of your desire. Of course, very nice, strong brick veneer build, plenty of opportunity here, solid layout, strong foundations, very wide frontage. So if you are a developer, you've got a project in mind, there's lots of things that you can do, whether you put 1, 2, 3, subject to council approval as well. Townhouses here, there's a lot of things that you can do, and the value of the land speaks for itself, ladies and gentlemen. The location is spectacular, very close to all the parks, reserves nearby, schools, public, private, primary and secondary, close to the Knox Shopping Centre, central Boronia area as well. You've got easy access to Boronia Station and Boronia Road to take you anywhere that you'd like to go driving. It's a very convenient location, whether you're going to be living here yourself, renting it out, developing and then renting, selling off in the future. There's going to be a lot of people interested in this home because of the location, and what you put on top of it will just speak to the value itself. So ladies and gentlemen, very good time to get into the marketplace. Of course, we're seeing the market heating up these days, so if you are developing, by the time your project has finished, we're going to be in a very strong market for you to then offload or potentially even rent out from the future there. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hand it over to you now for your spirited bidding. Who would like to get the auction underway? And I don't mind where we start. And so I can see you stop by in the car, roll down your window.
800.
Things going. Happy to start you off as well.
800.
800, a very good, reasonable start there at $800,000. Let's go in $20,000 increments from here. Happy to see you in at 820. If you'd like to make your intentions known from here. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Social proof and evidence that the property is wanted by somebody else. Let's move the bidding along quickly. The guys are all standing out of the rain here. I can tell Rishi wants to go back inside at $800,000. Very fair, reasonable start, and good luck to you, sir. At $800,000 now, do we have 820 anywhere? It's very hard to see through the umbrellas, of course, but I will try to make sure that you're in eye line, give you every opportunity to make your bid known. At $800,000 with Ray now. Rishi, happy to see your buyer in, you guys as well. 820 now, 2 bidders. And welcome to the auction now. You can get 40 and straight away at $840,000, 60 if you'd like. 60 straight away.
80.
80, great bidding now. Let's go straight to 900. 900. Not of the head, got it there. 2 bidders.
920.
Fighting it out at 920 straight back at you.
940.
940, a great bid. 940 now. 940.
950.
950, slowing down with the increments, but we'll take it from there. 950, 960.
55.
55, let's go one more 10.
55.
Yeah, 55, we'll take it. We're out at 955. 955 was your cut-off point, was it? And 955 is also at his limits as well at 955 the bid. You can tell simply because he's kicking back on the increments. We're now going in 5s. He wouldn't even take the extra 10. At 955 another bid could do it for you. At 955, otherwise we simply pass the property in. We start negotiation process.
957.
957. Was that a $2,000 bid?
Yep.
All right, still was great.
60.
60, you had it in you all along. 960, and if I can read lips and body language correctly, that's a nut and a shake of the head. At $960,000, ladies and gentlemen, have I got your best from every single one of our bidders in the crowd here today? $960,000 with Ray here, up on the hill. Have I got your best? Otherwise, I think we seek some instructions. We're going to count it to 3. We need to know, have I got everybody's best? Are we sure we're done? Finished? Absolutely silent now. Gentleman standing next to Rishi in the lead. Best call now at $960,000. And sir, I haven't forgotten about you in the car as well. You're more than welcome to join in on the bidding. Second call at $960,000. Are we sure we're done here? Third, final time, all done. All finished. All silent now, sir, on the phone. Shakes of the head. Ray, I think good time to take a pause. We'll be back in just a moment's time. Hopefully you have some good news and instructions from you there. Thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your patience and anticipation. I think we've lost a few members here, but the instructions from our vendor are to pass the property in at $960,000. The gentleman out that way. If there's no further bidding from here, let's make it a quick one. We'll pass the property in. All get to some nice, warm, undercover shade. We'll invite the gentleman out to the back where we can negotiate with our vendors, written reserve price, and potentially even be welcoming our new owners here today. So if we've got your very best, we're going to be passing the property in at $960,000, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to call it 3 times, making sure we've got our best. Now, guys, you are the last people at our auction, so just to confirm, do we have any bids from you guys here? So, Headwell, thank you very much for coming today. I hope you've enjoyed the auction, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be formally passing the property into our gentleman over there. I don't think there's anybody left to give you a round of applause, but I will. Very well done in this bidding today. Well done.
Cheers.